In this video, I'm going to guide you through my thinking process when illustrating something cute and how you can do it in different styles. It will make these super cute cuties, and hopefully you will get the skills to make anything you want super cute just by using a simple reference. Alright, so I'm illustrating on the iPad Pro, but you can use whatever you have, sketching paper, and just a pencil will work just fine. So I want to first start out by saying this is just a random reference that I picked out, and it's perfect because it has such a simple pose, and it's so easy to illustrate it with simple shapes. And I want you guys to notice the basic shapes made out of. Everything is a basic shape, and we're going to play with these, play with what we see to make what we like. Now we don't have to include all the shapes that we see, but right here I'm just showing how I break it down in my head, and then I can do it whatever way I want to when I actually get down to it. So that's it, just basic shapes. You can break down any object you see into that. And based on those shapes, now let's illustrate some cuties. So for this one, let's start with a thick rectangular head, maybe rounded ears at the edges, and something like this, and a fluffy tail, a big tail. So see, very, very, very basic. We're not being too complicated here. Same thing for the next one. We're just gonna do, let's do something like a lemon shape for the next one, but more like a half moon maybe. And the ears, let's make them like super tiny. So I'm just playing with scale here. And maybe for the body, we can do something like this. And for the tail, something like this. Notice I'm not using the same shapes as in the reference, and I'm really playing with it. I am not copying the reference. I am just doing my own thing. And here I gave like a little bottom. This kind of mimics this shape that we see here. So same thing, different tail shape. This one's more pointed, and that's it. Same thing for the last one. Now, when you're doing this, make sure to be sketching with a pencil because we're gonna go over this. I'm doing it digitally, so I don't have to do that, but be sure you're using a pencil. So how about for this one, we do like a bean shape, and let's give him a tail that goes out like this. So this is not like the reference at all, but because I know what he looks like based on the reference, I can really play with it and do my own thing. And let's make him like hold his tail. So he's gonna have a little paw here and a little line here. So simple, right? Now by just drawing these basic shapes, we can go in and define them and add detail to make them look like cute raccoons. So let's do the first one. We're gonna do something a little more quirky for this one, a little more fun. I'm gonna put his little trademark black parts of his face. This is a very important feature. This is what makes him a raccoon. So this and the stripes and the tail are so important, so just keep that in mind. Everything you want to draw has trademark features that make it recognizable, so even if I make this guy purple, you can still see he's a raccoon because he will have those trademark features, no matter how different all these shapes are. If I didn't give him the mask eyes or the striped tail, he would look like a fox or a dog or something, so, or a panda even, but not really. Alright, so I'm just drawing in the details and I'm simplifying them. Now when doing the paws and the little leg, just half shape, half circles. That's it, simple, simple. Everything is super simple. Let's make the paws like little fingers because it's cute. Very experimental, honestly. I like to do that with my work. And just put a line through. Alright, and little stripes on his tail. These are just the main features we're going to keep through all of them. The mask, the banded mask, and the stripes on the tail. And of course, I make his eyes white because you can't see that. So if you're doing it with ink, just draw around that. Very simple, very cute, very strange looking. Now let's make this next one a little different. We're gonna make it more cutesy. And so the big ears really play a big role in that. This usually does make it like a fox feel, but because it's gonna have the banded eyes, we can recognize it as a raccoon. So notice I'm giving more of a fur texture here instead of just lines, and I'm actually alternating between the two. And his little paws can be super simple, nothing complex. Everything is super simple. If you're following along with me right now, be sure to play around with the ideas that I'm showing and add your own special touches to it. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. So let's say something like this. And let's give him a cute little nose right here. And of course, the white of the eyes. So let's make this guy's eyes longer. That definitely gives it a different feel, as you can see. All right, so one thing I noticed is I did not like the belly coming out like this because he looks really lean. It doesn't make sense. So it has to be a straight line. And you're gonna learn all this stuff with trial and error. I'm always still learning. And, you know, I'm never like, oh, I know everything now. that doesn't happen. And add little claws, because that's cute. That's cute, I like that one a lot. All right, so the next one, now let's make him like super furry all around. I usually just use these shapes as a basic guideline, and then I play with it even more. I don't, just follow them exactly. Let's give him super simple everything. Again, little claws, because I really like the claws. And a rounded tail that goes out like this. So playing with the scale of things really makes a difference in the shape of things. And notice how it has way less stripes in the reference image. You have to simplify. You have to make more with less. The simpler you make your cuties, the cuter they will be, because the more detail you add, the more complicated it gets, and it doesn't look as good. So this one just has circles, and then we're going to give a little triangle mouth, just because we haven't tried that look yet. Very cute. This is so cute. I think that one's my favorite so far. All right, so the next one, it was actually just, I made up a pose. It wasn't the same pose, but because I saw the features of the raccoon, I could play with it and make it my own. Like I said, you have to really look at it and see what the most important features are, and that's the banded eyes and the tail. Other than that, it's like most other creatures. Just making small changes will make it look completely different. I want you guys to see that there's a million different ways to do it. And I draw the eyes so simple in all of my drawings because this is just my style. It doesn't have to be yours. You can draw the eyes like this, or like this for a kawaii look, or you could do even like this. Anything you can think of, there's a lot of ways to do it. Maybe the nose is a triangle, and this one's actually bigger, so it's more realistic. Maybe the ears are just come up really black inside, just for that extra character. Playing with negative and positive space like this also gives a character. So let's draw in the rest of him. Very simple. That's why it's really important to sketch it out too, because then you don't have to worry so much about making mistakes. You can just follow the general shape, but I don't sketch out details usually. I like to draw in the details on the go. That's a personal preference, you can do whatever you want to do. Maybe you want to sketch out completely detailed. That's up to you. Okay, now let's stick with the sketches and add the finishing touch of pink cheeks, because pink cheeks are magic and they're what makes things cute, right? Perfect, so cute. It's scientifically proven that pink cheeks make things cuter. I'm just kidding, it's not, but they're cute. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you want to do something extra fun, tell me which one you like the most. I'm going to number them so you can say which one. My favorite one would have to be number 4, I think, and number 3. Those are my favorite. Number 1 is so quirky. If you really like this tutorial, please leave a thumbs up, and I'll know to make more like this. I have classes on how to draw cute people, how to draw cute animals, how to draw cute foods, and even Christmas cuties. I'll leave links to them below, but it's really just an observation of the basic shapes and then making them your own and playing with it and just, have fun with it. Just do it your way. And I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Take care, and let me know if you want something specific for the next one. Stay awesome, guys.